Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to After the Island. I am Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And if you're new here, we are reviewing... Oh, wait, and...
Oh. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Joey. I'm back.
And,
Glad to be here.
If you're new here, that's Joey. He's our newest addition to our show. And we are reviewing all things Love Island USA Season 3 currently.
Ooh, the lighting is terrible.
And... yeah, I look so washed up.
Okay.
Can we adjust this? I look
we need
ghostly.
to fix this.
I look scary.
Thank you, Streamlabs.
Thank you, Streamlabs, for making us look terrifying.
I thought my hair looked really cute in like a slicked back bun, and now I'm just like,
You're
this
gorgeous,
is not
darling.
translating on camera at all. It just was not what I was going for. But before we break down last night's episode of the couple being dumped by the Islanders, we just want to thank our incredible sponsors, HelloFresh, BetterHelp, and Nutrafol. So After the Island is brought to you by Forever Dog Podcast Network. You can find all of your favorite comedy and culture podcasts each week at foreverdogpodcast.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and be sure to keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following at Forever Dog Team on Instagram and Twitter.
And just like last year, we go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't catch us on the live, we have it right on the YouTube channel, available immediately after the live stream ends. You can also listen to us as a podcast if you don't want to see our faces. So go to any podcast app and search After the Island and go listen to us.
Yes. Okay, before we get into the episode, I feel like I might explode before I say this. I just feel like not only Trina, but a lot of the girls were just set up for failure this season. They did not do their research and digging to bring compatible guys in for these girls to like turn their heads at all. Like, I'm trying to think in my head, at any point did a girl turn their head for a guy?
No.
And like that
Well,
takes
I
away
don't know.
from Love Island. Like, maybe I'm missing someone, but the fact that we watch this show so religiously and we don't even know that is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You're right.
no girls' heads were turned at any point, which means the guys that they brought in were not compatible with any of those girls. Why didn't they bring in more guys? They barely brought any guys in that were that could have been compatible with any of these girls, that they just set them up. And like, honestly, with Trina, like, obviously she was going to be the one going home. When they phrased it as most compatible,
I know.
it was like, okay, so the friend couple, like, what do you mean most compatible?
Also, why are the Islanders voting for the Final Four? That makes no sense.
That never has happened. It's so weird. It was just, I think it's because I wonder if CBS picked up on the fact that everyone, like, Trina has so many fans and such a large audience that it may have been Trina winning as a friend couple, and that they didn't want that as the
I
result
want
of
that.
the show. And yes, we want that, and I think a
I
lot of
want
people
that.
want that. And we're not going to get it because they gave it the decision to the Islanders and then said, who's the most compatible? Like,
It doesn't make any sense.
it's
Like,
frustrating.
It's just the fact that it's like Apple commercials. When you know when the new Apple phone is coming out and you say all the things that you want, you're like, I don't want a glass screen anymore so it
Yeah.
doesn't shatter. And like the Apple commercial comes out for the new one, it's like, oh, sleek glass, everything you've ever wanted. Literally, that's Love Island right now, like being like, America votes, and then like America actually doesn't vote. We just get Islanders making decisions that none of us agree with.
It's just so weird. Like, the whole season, the minute like Shannon and Josh left, honestly, the minute Casa Amor just like took a weird turn, it just didn't recover. And like, people I've talked to have been like, I love the season at first, like it was so good, like we had such high hopes, and then after
Yes.
that, everyone either just like stopped watching, or it was like it immediately became the least favorite of the three.
I totally agree. That I was reading like tweets last night and it was like, this is the worst season ever.
And you guys might not know this, but like, we know this being on the inside, but they usually use a certain casting team or like agency to cast people, and they switched it this year.
I think they switched it last year,
Oh, they switched it last
but
year?
I'm not positive.
I think that you don't think they switched it again?
It honestly, it could be. Who knows?
But, and I don't know, it's just so interesting. I don't know.
I just don't want the show to go tell everyone that it's America's votes and then we literally have no say.
I know. It's because it's not.
Wait, what?
Don't lie. What?
Wait, it's not America Say?
Well, because like when they ask America to vote, it's usually like bottom 3 couples, and then the Islanders get to save people, and they always save the people that everyone's trying to send home.
Doesn't OG ever not win?
Mm.
Because like if I'm going into that villa midway through the season, I'm like
Balls to the wall.
I'm like, give me an OG. Give me an OG because that's my ticket to winning.
Well,
Because everyone's like, oh, I need to keep so and so. Like, I'm so close with them in the house. Like, you're close with them because they've been around since day one.
yeah, it's because you become like everyone becomes so attached to you because they've known you from the very start that there hasn't been an OG that hasn't
Won
won
no,
yet. 'Cause
never.
Elizabeth
Or at
won,
least,
and then Justine won.
Yay,
or at
Liz.
least one of the partners has to be the OG. Like it can't be two
Yeah.
non-OGs, is what you're saying. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't think it ever has. And I wonder if someone could track back like all the UK seasons history to see if that's happened ever. But I think part of the reason is because once it's left to America as a public has been watching the OG for the longest period of time. So you
Yeah.
develop this bond with them, or you learn to like love this person so much that you're watching that obviously your vote's going to go towards someone like you've watched till the beginning.
Well, because like if I'm Andre and Olivia gets stolen from me, obviously I'm gonna pick Trina over the other girls because she's an OG. She's my best bet. Everyone loves her. I
Yeah.
still agree. I think Andre was like gunning for that cash, which I don't
Do
blame him
you?
at all. But that I do believe so. Yeah.
That's actually so funny because
I mean, I would too. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's a bad thing. It's a game show. There wouldn't be money involved if there wasn't the
sort of-
proponent of people
Yeah.
wanting to go after it.
And I'm
Right.
like trying to, and I like totally understand you hearing it from you, and I understand it from people being on the outside now. But like, I know I speak for us with our season, it did not feel like that. And I
Yeah.
could see now, like maybe if I went back in and I was on season 3 or I was somewhere else, it would have felt maybe a little more like that.
Mhm.
But for us, at least, it didn't feel like that. Like the money did not feel real. So to me, I'm like, does it not feel real to them since it didn't feel real to me, or does it feel very real to them?
What was the first thing you bought with your winnings?
What did I buy?
The Jeep.
No.
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 Didn't you get a bag?
I bought a bag. I bought a nice
Ooh.
handbag. I'd never owned a designer
Give us
handbag,
the brand, baby.
and I had wanted to buy one when I was working in New York. New York,
New
just
York?
like my shitty job, and my mom was like, "No, the whole point in owning a nice handbag is when you can actually afford it." So I was kind of like happy
Yeah.
that I waited and felt like I earned it in a way.
Yeah.
I
What was
don't
the
know.
brand?
That was a good one.
I bought a bright blue YSL bag.
Love
like bright
that.
I thought
blue.
it was the Chanel one.
Do you still have
No,
it?
that was my mom's in college.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, that was like
You
a
have to keep it
hand-me-down.
forever. That's such a good story now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice story. That was like the one nice thing I bought. Oh, there was another half to that story, but I think I can't say it.
Say it.
What?
All right, whatever. We're ruthless today. Honestly, it's
Oh,
the end
God,
of the
what is
season.
it?
Everyone needs a little bit of tea. So because we get off the show in August, Zach and I's birthdays were September. We're both in the second week of September. So we were
Mhm.
like, that just went out.
Oh, it didn't.
Are you sure?
Yours did.
Oh, Kyle.
So it was like the first week of December, and we were like, okay, well, let's both get each other something nice since we're not going to go to Italy anymore because he wanted to catch up with his family and spend time with his family. So I was like, okay, fine. Like, even though the main thing I wanted to do getting off the show was to travel with the money, I understood that like family comes first. So we didn't do that. So I was like, let's get each other something really nice for our birthdays. So he had picked out this like designer item and then had showed me pictures of this like gold plated necklace. And I was like, oh, that's so pretty. I love simple jewelry. It was like gold, whatever. But my friend owns the jewelry brand he bought it from.
What brand?
And you can buy the M Jewelers. So you
Cute.
can buy like the real gold one, which is what I thought would be. And the dude that owns the brand let me know that he bought the $50 one after I had bought the designer item
the
that he
tea.
picked out. And I was like, are you serious?
I did not know that.
Yes, and he used a coupon too. And like my friend told me, and I was just kind of like, oh.
Good for
But
him.
you know
Good
what?
for
It's whatever.
savings.
It's the thought that counts.
Exactly.
But I was already bummed about not being able to travel that I was like, come on. Don't be cheap.
Yeah.
I was like, I want my nice item I bought you back.
She said, give me that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny looking back. And I mean, this was 3 years
I can't
ago.
believe the
so
jeweler
Yeah.
told you. Did he tell you before or after you guys broke up?
told me what?
That it was the cheap one.
Oh, my friend that
Yeah.
runs the brand told me like right away. So I knew, but I
Hey,
never
just
told
so
him
you
that
know,
I knew.
your boyfriend bought you a cheap little something.
I know. Well, because I asked
Crying.
about him making me like some custom pieces and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, blah 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 blah," and I was just like, "Oh."
Someone said, sorry. Why didn't you guys work out, Elizabeth?
Joey said,
This could not become the like why Elizabeth did not work out show we're reviewing last night. We were just very different, and
Yeah.
we had very different values. We
I'm
treat the
asking
people
genuinely
around-
because I've never met him.
Yeah,
That
we
was
treat the people
before I
around us
met
very
Elizabeth.
differently. And we just live very different lives. We just were not similar. We d-
Sometimes
and-
relationships are just your two trains on different tracks.
Yes, exactly. Mine was like this way, and it was over there. So
so the episode. Let's jump right into it.
yeah, right back to the episode. Enough of me. Joey egged me on.
He did.
I had to. That's like what I'm here for.
He did. He wants the tea and he's going to get it. Okay. Joey's doing the Lord's work for everyone. All right. So, Will and Kira are discussing their parents. Well, more like Kira's dad
Yeah,
for not approving.
right.
And so Will is kind of translating this into them thinking that he's not a good person.
He is so in his head right now about how people are perceiving him that I feel like he is losing it.
Yeah.
If he is in there like any longer, thank God he's like maybe done by now because of like timing wise filming ahead. But he seems like he has lost it more than anyone being there. Even over like I know Trina had like a lot of meltdowns while she was there and then found her growth period. But I think Will is gonna come out of this the most damaged.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel bad for him because I think there is, like, something going on that is just, it's a miscommunication in a lot of different ways. Because I didn't get that feeling, and also we didn't see the whole things, because I think I saw somewhere that Kira's sister did say that they had, like, an hour with the people.
Yeah.
And so they probably said a lot more than what we saw, obviously. But I don't think that Kira's dad called him a bad person. I don't think that's what he was alluding to. I think that he didn't agree with some of the choices that he made. And I think Will is either like feeling guilty and saying
Yeah.
like, I'm a bad person, or that's how he's interpreting it, which is unfortunate because that's not a good feeling.
Yeah, he's like beating himself up over this, and it's still like taking everything out of the equation. Him and Kira are not dating. Like, yeah, it hurts, and yeah, it's like shitty because you can see that she's totally put her heart out there, but at the same time, like, he really didn't do anything like scolding wise or like to be excommunicated or to feel like as bad as he is feeling. And like, I feel like he is just getting it in every angle. And like, although I don't agree with a lot of the things he's done too, I don't
Yeah.
think he deserves this mass amount of not like hate, but
It's the only thing going on in the villa,
So
so
it's
it's
so
just
focused
all
on
on
that.
him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he was getting at when he was like, "Oh my god, like why does everyone keep bringing it up?" Like I'm sure production is just like throwing little like wrenches in there just to, you know, bring it back up. But I'm so like over it. I just can't even talk about it anymore. And I get where they're coming from, where they're like, we've already talked about this. I'm like, you guys do you. Like, whatever. If you want to do that, have fun. I'm for that reason I will be out, but I will watch from afar.
yeah. And I think that's what a lot of Islanders have decided to take that stance on their relationship too.
Yeah. Well, it's weird too though, because like at first no one really cared. And okay, so we did get tea yesterday from Leslie, because we want everyone to know the full story. We were questioning whether or not Will really told everything to Kira. And we did find out that he did tell everything, and Leslie also confirmed that she told everything. Do
Yeah.
we tell the Leslie thing?
Oh,
or do we
wow.
wait
I
for
don't
it to
know.
come in the...
I think we wait for it to come in the
Okay.
interview, but she said something that happened in Casa Amor with Will that we were like
We both
what?
we were like,
we were looking at each other over her like, are you serious? But he also
Wait, I wanna
did
know.
tell.
you gotta
we have
watch
to
the
the
interview.
episode.
Oh well. You
But
guys can
he
tell me
did tell
after.
Kira about this other incident as well.
Yeah, so it sounds like he's been pretty upfront about it.
I just
Yeah,
really,
that's another thing. It's like obviously so much happens
yeah.
on off screen that like
I
we
know.
don't know. So it's like they might have had 10 other conversations that we haven't heard, that like where he has been transparent and isn't being a bad guy, and that's just how he's being framed. Like you can edit anything any way you want to make someone look a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel like he is a nice person, but I feel like he's also he's just kind of going a little nutty in there.
yeah.
Yeah. But we also don't know the things that he said in some of these heated arguments that were off camera as well.
That's true. That's
And
very
like
true.
some things, like if like we don't know what he said. Like I have no idea, but like I would be interested to know, because that would also change my opinion, because I think no matter how mad you get, like some things are just off limits to say to somebody.
Totally.
Yeah. So basically, I had to rewind because I was like, hold up. Did I just hear this right? He said to Kira, he was like, I'm falling in love with you.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, I had to rewind because I was like, huh?
I didn't catch that either.
Yeah,
Are
so
you sure?
yeah.
Are
I
you
have my
sure?
subtitles on. Literally, I watch with subtitles so I don't miss anything.
What if the subtitles were like different than what he said?
No, literally, and I'm just like starting rumors. Well, he
Well, no,
said
see, that would be CBS starting rumors.
true. Whoever typed those captions. Did anyone else hear that in the chat? I'm pretty sure. Like
I saw
I'm
it
pretty sure
online
was a
because
thing.
I watch or I go back and look at the tweets as I watch to make sure I'm like
Yeah.
understanding at this point, because it's so messy.
Yeah. So then we get into the Will and Trina conversation, which
Yeah.
completely throws me off again because they cut out what he said. I
Oh
did
my
notice.
god, he came for her for
He came for her because
zero
he-
reason.
He said you're using your, and then they cut out what he said. But I'm assuming like because she I don't want to say she's a psychologist or something because I don't know her exact job,
Yeah.
but I can't remember what it is,
But
but it's something
no
along
matter-
those lines.
But no matter what it is, she has studied in some sense.
Yes.
Even if she was just like a random like practitioner, nurse at a whatever, you still have to study all the different components.
Exactly.
But
So she
also-
does have a little bit of more knowledge in noticing things like that.
But also she's so, oh my god, this camera's so blurry. She's sorry about the blur. She's so grounded, and like she seems like a genuinely like very grounded, down to earth person. So it's just like, I don't know how he could come for her like that.
I know.
Me either.
It's like he was basically, I don't think he actually, yeah, he did say it, I think, because I have it. He said that you're using all of your, and then I'm assuming he said manipulation tactics or something, because she responded back saying, I'm not manipulating anyone. I just,
Like, what would she gain in doing that? Like, why would she be trying to manipulate you? There's no motive behind that other than
Zero.
her just trying to
Zero.
like.
she's a psychiatric nurse. So that
Okay,
makes a
that
lot
makes a
of
lot of
sense.
sense. Then that's probably what he said. But in that point, he should take a step back and be like, "You are a psychiatric nurse. Like
Maybe I
maybe what
should
you're
listen
saying,
to
maybe I
you."
should listen to what you're saying, and that I'm doing it." But that's the thing. A lot of the times, the people that get defensive like that are exactly what the person is telling them that they are.
Someone said Will's spirit took over the cam.
Stop.
I'm crying.
But also, someone like that knows how to remain calm when someone gets fiery or someone gets worked up and
Yeah.
is like, "You're this, you're that, you're that." Like, she is trained to then, if that's her job, she is trained to remain calm and be like, "No, this is why this," and that's why he probably went back and was like, "You're just manipulative," and that's like deflecting, and that's I think what someone who might have some mental things to work out might respond as.
I think like obviously being in there, it's just so taxing on your emotional well-being. Like you're, like we say all the time, you're literally acting off of emotions, and sometimes it's not rational. But it's just like in the moment, you don't have a
Right.
moment to think about what you're saying. But I liked how Trina kind of said to him, listen, I'm not pointing any fingers at you, but I just want you to be honest and tell Kira that you're willing to commit if that's what you want.
I
And
think he
she's
doesn't
like,
know.
you need to be very transparent, and you're not being that.
I just don't like that his whole focus has been like, how are people seeing me? Why are you guys not all liking me? Like, why is no one like understanding my side? Instead of being like, my focus is convincing Kira, like, I am here for you and like I am wanting to pursue this with you. Like, how do I make this better to you? Let's do
Well, he
this.
did go
But,
from
like,
being the heartthrob of like this of the beginning of the season, like everyone wanted him, and he
I
was
know.
so cute, and now he's kind of the villain.
No, literally,
So
me,
it's just
I know,
me and
it's
Elizabeth
weird.
were talking, and we chose, like, in the beginning, she picked Will, I picked Josh, and I was like, wow, of course, like, she picks the guy that's, like, so respectful, great, like, just a great person, and I picked Josh, who, like, I think at the time he kissed Amy or something, and I was like, well, that explains a lot, and it's the complete opposite. Josh
But
is...
it also explains a lot to my personal life of just seeing someone being like so dreamy and whatever and
Yeah.
getting blinded by like maybe that's not
Red flags.
that, like red
dancing.
flags. Yeah, I just like need to get better at the red flags thing. Maybe Trina can help me when she gets out.
I can
like-
help you. You just don't listen to me.
No, I literally Pinterest like red flags every night. Like I
I am keeping a bulletin board at this point.
I started making one.
Oh my gosh.
Because I need to remind myself and but it's crazy that we put Jeremy like dead last. I was like X
Yeah.
to Jeremy and now I'm like
I'm voting.
honestly,
I
I
think
would've-
I voted for Jeremy and Bailey last night.
I will admit I did vote for Jeremy and Bailey and people might be
What?
really mad at me.
I'm
But-
shook.
Who else?
I mean, I voted for Olivia and
Oh yeah. Okay,
Corey.
wait. Maybe I did.
Corey.
No, I did
But-
Jeremy and Bailey.
I did Jeremy and Bailey only
Wait,
because
you
I
guys
know
what I noticed last night? So
What?
I was like, you know, unwinding for the evening, watching Love Island,
What does
and
unwinding
I
mean
was-
exactly?
and I was going on like just going through Instagram as one does, and I started with I think Cinco, and I went to Cash, like, and then I just kind of like I just like used that as a to go from Instagram to Instagram profile, and I realized that Cash I don't think she follows, and like fact check me on this one, I don't think she follows Olivia anymore. Like she definitely did.
Interesting.
Like on the show, because I've definitely done this before. Like every time I watch Love Island, I stalk their Instas. I don't think she follows Olivia, and I know there was another one, and I can't remember who it was. It was one of the boys. I think it was Will, but maybe I'm crazy. Fact check me on this.
Everyone
People in
fact
the
check
chat.
Joey.
But I was just like, I don't know why, and I haven't heard anything, and I'm not really on like
Interesting.
Love Island Twitter, so maybe I missed something, and I'm not on Love Island TikTok. But
Yeah, we need to get on the Twitter
yeah, so
to look.
am I the only one that noticed that?
Yeah, I
Slash,
didn't
does
see
anyone know
it.
why? Do you girls know why?
No, I'm
No.
curious now though.
No, I don't, but I'd
That's
love to hear
weird.
why people know why, or if Cash said on a live or something, or if she said on a live why she unfollowed Will. And for all the people saying like, I'm being one-sided about the Will thing, I'm not. I do see both sides of it, and the reason I feel the way I do in the negative aspect is not because of the Casamore stuff. It is not because of the Flo stuff. I solely see it because of the way he
I was
reacts
right.
to the girls that tried to talk
Sorry.
to him about it. What?
Sorry, they were like, yeah, no, she does not follow her.
Wow.
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 We'll let them speculate
Sorry.
in the chat, but I just
Yeah.
think it's things. It sounds not.
and
I
honestly-
thought it was just maybe like, oh, like they had a tiff or something that we didn't see.
Yeah,
but
because
it
she
sounds
said
like it
that she was
worse
her
than
best
that.
friend
Oh,
right?
Right, yeah.
in the interview.
Yeah. They seemed very close throughout the season too. But
Oh God.
I mean, another thing is too, I was really worried that when I said like, oh, I voted for Jeremy and Bailey, like I wasn't even sure if I wanted to announce it on here that I did that. But I kind of made it more of like a strategy vote for two reasons. One, Jeremy has done very well throughout his time. He has, in like a game show, if we're looking at his game show, he has made it all the way to the end, and I have no idea how.
The respect and admiration I have for someone just, really giving us nothing in the beginning to possibly winning $100 grand at
And
the end.
forgetting that many girls and going from girl to girl to girl, like if we added them up, I don't even know how many it is. And there was never really drama around any of it.
No,
So he
except the
must
Florida
have been,
thing, but barely.
but barely. So he must have been pretty honest with most of these girls too, because if he wasn't, they would have showed it and blown it up into
Right.
something. So, but like he's the cockroach, and I think he deserves to win. But
I'm down
also,
for that.
Also I feel bad in a sense for not voting for Olivia and Corey because maybe they do have the strongest connection in there. But I'm just not sold on. I'm sold on it like 95%, and I honestly think they will end up winning. I think the winners will be Olivia and Corey.
Oh, I thought you were saying Bailey and Jeremy.
No, I do think it will be Olivia and Corey that win. So I wanted to give my random vote, to maybe up Jeremy and Bailey so they get like second or something. And I also want the money. I just want the money to go to Shannon and Josh. Like, I just wish there was a way that the Islanders would just give them the money, but I know it's a lot of money, and I know everyone needs it for different reasons and whatnot, but I wish Love Island would like duplicate the prize, but it's definitely not happening with the ratings from this season, which is a bummer. But I just wish that maybe they would get like a fan favorite prize or something of at least like $25,000 or something to go to Josh and his family during this time to put
I thought that possibly we would have a chance to vote for them still, because they like technically weren't eliminated.
I thought they would maybe come back into the
I think because of COVID they can't. What if they zoomed in though?
That'd be fun. I just thought I thought they would go home for like a week or two and then they would be back in for the
I think because the COVID protocols are so strict, they wouldn't even make it back because they'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
I just knowing the producers too. There's when you leave, you're not going back.
Yeah.
Like that's just not how they do it.
May the best scammers win, someone said.
May the best scammers win.
That is gonna be the name of our episode.
Someone goes, Jeremy's dad is a rabbi. He doesn't work for CBS. Someone wrote the funniest thing in here I wanted to say, but I lost it. And it was something about Jeremy's dad was CBS. And it was so funny the way
while
they wrote
you
it.
find that,
we
were going to take a break for one of our sponsors, Nutrafol. It's time to talk hair. If you're worried about weak or thinning hair, then you should try Nutrafol. The supplement is clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding. I love Nutrafol. You all know this. My mom looks at all the ingredients. She's a nutritionist. She absolutely loves all of them. They're perfect for not only your hair, but your whole body. So Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. But remember, healthier hair growth takes time. You'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code After the Island to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping. That was so creepy. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com. Spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code After the Island.
If you're looking for therapy, why not try BetterHelp? BetterHelp is professional counseling done securely online. With BetterHelp, you can start communicating with your own licensed therapist in under 48 hours through phone or video, whatever works for you. Just visit BetterHelp.com/AfterTheIsland. That's better, H-E-L-P, to join the over 1 million people who have used BetterHelp. And you can get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/AfterTheIsland. That's 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/AfterTheIsland. I've been using the therapy, and I think it's been really great for me lately. Going through a breakup could not be a better time to start getting back into the therapy, and it's been very therapeutic.
As it should be.
Yeah. And so I highly recommend it to anybody struggling with anything. It's always nice to have an unbiased opinion to help you kind of sort out all your thoughts.
We stand self-help.
We do.
Yeah.
The
more transparent we are about therapy, the more people get therapy, and the less people are batshit crazy.
That's for sure. All right. So getting back into it. I guess they really ended the Trina and Will conversation. They ended it with, "We believe in karma." I was like, all righty then. We're done. We're done here. We are done here. So then I was dying at Corey and Olivia in bed that night, and Corey was like coming at Olivia for not flossing. He was like so disgusted by her. And he was like, "I'm going through something with her right now. Please don't speak to me."
I am a big flosser. Like, I have to floss.
I am too.
My teeth are too smushed together that like I have to floss, or it just like it makes my smile look crooked.
We're like, go to smile.com with After the Island code to get your free floss. No, I'm just kidding.
Free floss.
Free floss for everybody. So, and then Will and Kira before bed talking about how they're over it yet again. I'm like, all right, we get it. We get it. We're all stepping off of it, letting it go. I will never let it. I will forgive, but I won't forget. So that's really the gist of that one.
You did write But she did just say that she's doubting everything.
Yeah, like it's just the confliction is what's conflicting me. It's
I know.
her saying that everything's fine, but then
Who?
5 minutes earlier she
Kira?
was upstairs talking. Yeah, Kira was talking
Oh.
to the girls saying that she has doubts.
I have a bone to pick.
Okay,
Okay.
go.
I think I might have voice memo this to you guys last night. It bothered me so much that Kira goes around to the other girls in the house and she expresses how she feels and asks them for advice, asks them for help, tells them she's unsure. And the girls are giving her genuine good advice. They're looking out for her as friends, as people that have grown close to her. And then the girls try to talk to Will, whatever. Will snaps at them. And then when Will's in bed with Kira, Will's like, oh, I can't believe they said this. Da, 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 da. And Kira's like, yeah, like, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they said that.
What's going
Why
on?
are you making them seem crazy? They have your
Yeah.
back. You need to be transparent about your feelings. What are you doing?
It's like she's
Embarrassing.
walking on eggshells.
She is.
But then it's just two conflicting things. That's why I'm just like, I'm so over it.
It's
if
just
you're not going to be honest.
it's just too much that they need to like leave the villa and figure it out
Yeah.
outside of here and like what they're doing and what they want, because it just feels like this environment is not going to allow them to grow in any direction. And
I
it's just
agree.
like too much going on and there's too much of everyone else's opinions that like no one can sort through anything. And I feel like they just need to take themselves like out of this whole equation. Like
Mhm.
honestly, they should have just left. They should have just decided, look, we're not winning at this point.
Yeah.
Our relationship is, you know, struggling. And if we really care about each other, we should just walk out and Trina and Andre should stay and, you know, just call it quits and leave together and figure this out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think Kira would do that, but I'm not sure Will would, because I think he, but maybe he would, because he seems like he is really struggling. Like I said, I think he's struggling more than anyone this entire season. He's so questioning everything about himself because of how hard everyone has been on him.
Yeah. I also I just lost my train of thought. What were we saying? Will
I didn't.
Joey's deep throating the mic.
I'm not showing that.
Joey, what do you think Kira and Will are going to be like on the outside when they leave?
I mean, they both live in LA.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they might have a fighting chance as long as he can, you know, not like stay in line.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't get a good read on them
I know it's hard. We don't see enough of them.
because they're both just like Kira just acts one way to all of her friends and then turns to him and is like,
Honestly,
They're
like what I
crazy.
could see is them coming out of this, her kind of alienating herself from
I was gonna say this is gonna sound bad and I might get flack for this, and I love her to death. I
Yeah.
think she's great, but she's the type of girl who isolates herself in a relationship, and like her friends then are like, during a relationship her friends are dead and gone.
yeah.
Like,
And then when it's over, like
and then she like is like, hey guys, and they're like, hello.
how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all
I
doing?
hope that doesn't happen.
I
Which isn't
know.
necessarily a
But it
bad
could-
thing. Like,
no,
I
but
totally
then their
love putting 100
relationship
into your relationship, but like,
Yeah, I would say honestly, out of everyone there, I am the most eager to talk to them because I would like to get like our own read on them, even if it's
Yeah.
through Zoom. Like I just want them off camera,
Mhm.
even though that is camera. I just want them off of in the villa
Yeah.
to get a read on like how they interact with each other.
I
Ask
just
them more like questions that
Yeah.
don't have to be like, "Where's your head at?" Like
I just think she needs to uh, not like play hard to get, but make herself a little less accessible to Will.
Right.
Like let her
Yeah.
know that like she is disposable.
she
like,
is a
you
catch.
cannot, like, yes, you did what you did and you apologized and we moved on for it, but you cannot do that again.
yeah.
You cannot be unsure about how you want to treat me.
yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, like, make it so that he knows where he stands. Don't just let your friends do all the dirty work for you and then
Right.
and then
kind of throw him under the bus.
exactly.
Yeah,
But I just think she's the cutest.
Joey.
I know. I do love her.
She's so cute. Joey, do you
Stop.
think that because of how Will has reacted towards Trina and Shannon trying to talk to him about stuff, are you nervous at all for Alex and I to interview them?
Like, no. I hope you guys push. You guys need to push for that one. Like, push in your questions.
Yeah.
I just like kind of want him to come for us.
I mean,
We did the
We-
same
I
thing
know,
with Johnny
you-
last
Fine.
year.
if you,
Yeah.
if
We
you
hold
need
them
me here,
accountable
I'll
for
have something to
sure.
say. I
We-
will for sure have
It's
something
definitely
to say.
the apology tour,
Yeah.
like when we talk to them.
Oh,
but
it's so funny.
But
Like, yes, we said this. Yes,
like,
we
what
said
else
that.
do you want
But-
from us?
But what's good in our defense is a lot of these Islanders, they get off, and when they interview with us, they have not had time to go and watch all of our live streams and nitpick every little
Yeah.
comment we made
Well,
about anything.
I don't even know if they'll have watched the show by then.
no,
No,
they probably
they
they won't. So,
I just hope, and I don't think he would snap in front of Kira.
no, and I don't think that
Yeah.
we said really anything disrespectful. It's just
No, and
from
not-
our
and not about
viewpoint
anybody.
of the situations and how it's been handled. But
Yeah.
like, we really don't care that much. you
No, like we
guys.
watch as viewers. We're
Yeah.
just watching
Yeah.
the shows. Like we don't know you guys. Like we've always said that. Like we're watching a TV
Like,
show
in the
about
end, the
people.
only
Like we don't
people-
know you.
And I realized this, after going through a relationship where like people don't, after you go through a relationship where people don't think you should be with someone, I was always very vocal about my friends' relationships. Like, oh, I hate that person. Da, 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 da. And then
I've
like,
noticed.
well, okay, but that was after the breakup. I mean, during, like how sometimes your friends will tell you what they do and then you're like, oh my God, that sucks. Like, get out of it. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
You truly do not know a relationship unless you are one of the two people in it.
Facts.
Like, you do not
Yeah.
even know a single ounce of what it really is, or what they've unpacked, or like what their past experiences they've talked about, or how they've grown together, etc. So it's like all of our opinions are not like valid, but like we have all these opinions. But in the end, if they choose to stay together, great. I wish them, the best. I just, you're not in a relationship until you're in it, and I feel like everyone's really coming at Kira.
Mhm.
And in the end, they need to be like, you're like, there's not a wrong decision. Like, there's not an incorrect decision.
Right. They just
But,
need to
like,
be a united front.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just seems like they're versus each other at this
Yeah.
point. And everyone's like taking sides,
Exactly.
which is unfortunate when you're in a relationship with someone.
Yeah. They
But
need to figure it out so they can have each other's backs and be on the same team.
yeah.
Someone said, will they be interviewed together, though? I mean, we
Yeah.
don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
They'll probably be together.
yeah, unless they break up.
This is true.
We never know. But yes, it's scheduled right now.
Someone
as
said, I have
together.
a feeling Kira will refuse to watch it. But you know what? Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe Kira doesn't need to see it. If they stay together and he really did unpack everything he did, maybe she doesn't need to see that. Because, like, what is that going to do? If anything, it's going to just be her watching everything she already knows, and it's going to hurt like a
Yeah,
bitch.
reliving it. Like,
Ugh.
I agree. I probably wouldn't watch it. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to watch it for a while, but I would have to see it eventually. Like I'm someone like I have to know, I have to watch. Like I need to see it to
Oh,
be able to
same,
move
completely.
on from it.
Completely. But, like, it might just be better in her head, better from her head, for
But
her head to not.
But I don't think so for her personally too. Like and like I get how sometimes that can be like torturous, but if she's already someone that lets things like slide too easily from only what we see, maybe she's not at all. But I feel like that's when you need to like really see it.
Yeah. I guess I can
Yeah.
see both sides. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember if Selly watched hers last year. I can't remember. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did.
But when we talked to her, she hadn't at that point. And
Sally watched.
she did.
Yeah, Sally watched. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it wasn't right away. Because we had like long talks about it, and she was like, listen, like, I know that everything's skewed and all this stuff, and like I kind of
Did
just
Sally and Johnny break up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nasty.
But it's just like it's something that it's just reopening something that was so treacherous, especially in the villa. It's heightened like 16 more times than in normal
Right.
life. Because now all of America's in on it,
Mhm.
and they're sending you hate, they're sending you love,
Yeah.
they're ripping you to shreds, they're accosting your family. Like,
yeah.
it's
Ooh.
just too, like, sometimes it's too much, and when you watch it back, it like brings all those feelings. But I don't know what I would do.
I would need it for the closure of it
I
though.
I totally get what you mean.
To
like,
move
I
on
would want
from
to
it
see
and
what
see it
he's
so I can put
like
it behind me.
Yeah.
without me there, in
Yeah.
a sense, and see how he acts and see if it's completely
Yeah.
different.
Someone
Worst
wrote in the
comes-
chat, in real life you can't watch, and although that's true,
That's true.
I do wish people had the opportunity for that because I think
Wait,
it
for
would.
what?
Someone wrote like, well, if this was real life, she would not be able to watch,
True.
and
No,
that's
but
very
you
true.
know what?
but
Yes and no, because you know what? If a relationship doesn't have trust, there's nothing there.
that's
And my
true.
friends would always tell me this about my ex, because like I would always go through these relationships or like start dating people where my friends were like, well, we don't know. And then I get with when I started dating my ex, they were like, honestly, we don't see red flags. So like, do the damn thing. And I would always be nervous. And they were like, if there isn't trust, there's nothing at all. So like, yeah, you can be crazy. You can be, you know, you can be in your head, but like, if you don't trust them, there's no point in being in a relationship. Lo and behold, it was gut feelings and I shouldn't have trusted them.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it's not there, but then the second I lost the trust, the second there was no more trust, it's like, the trust is the foundation of any relationship. And not to be the gayest person on the planet right now, but like the telephone music video, I tell this to everyone, and you know what, Lady Gaga's wise words, and she said, trust is like a mirror. You can fix it if it's broken, but you're still gonna see the crack in that motherfucker's reflection.
It's
and
so
it's true.
true.
You know, like, someone loses your trust, yeah, you can fix that and you can build from that, but you're still gonna remember that. And if there is no trust there, then there's no relationship. That's my thoughts on that.
I love it.
I love that.
That's
I
a
like
great
want to go
thought.
watch the music video.
Oh my God, the
Same.
telephone music video with her and Beyonce, it's insane.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Ever?
No.
You've definitely seen it when it came out.
I
It was just a long time
I
ago.
waited on live for my straight.
You waited
self
on live.
was like in 7th grade, and I was like, oh my God, the telephone video.
Did you say my straight ass?
Yeah,
in
I was
quotes?
straight. Yeah, I was in 7th grade and I was straight, and I was like tweeting Kimora Lee Simmons and like waiting for the telephone music video to be live on MTV. But you know what? They taught me. She taught me about trust.
I'm crying. All right. So then we got to that like really creepy game where they smelled each other's laundry. I
What
honestly,
in the absolute?
I literally
fuck?
went through, I
hell?
fast forwarded. I was like, I literally wrote, okay, ew, why are they smelling dirty laundry? What in the fuck? No. Waste of time. Where are the babies?
They skipped so many of the good challenges. They
Wait, are
skipped
we
the
not
baby
getting
one,
babies?
The food bird feeding.
We could get babies tonight.
No, I'm sorry. That was
bird feeding
honestly
one.
so fucking gross and weird.
Everybody
bird
likes
feeding one?
watching it.
No,
Oh no,
no.
sniffing the
Oh.
laundry.
But they
Oh.
were like, oh, it smells like dirty ass. It was like, what?
I no, literally. I was like,
Ew.
what planet am I on watching this right now?
And we all know those boys did not bring enough underwear for their time in Hawaii. And
Stop.
they
I
are
don't
definitely
wanna talk about
not
it.
doing
Sick.
laundry enough based on how often we were allowed to do
Oh my
laundry. Like, I honestly barely wore underwear because I had no freaking underwear because the laundry was so bad. And it would come back. You would send your laundry out and like half of it would come back.
Yeah.
The Fijians would steal my thongs.
I just like, I can't even smell
But-
my own gym. Like, I smell like I can't smell myself after the gym.
Li-
So, like,
no,
I don't need
it's
to be
just
sniffing
thick.
anyone.
Also,
No.
like
Anyone.
the
And I don't-
rain.
I don't think that teaches anyone shit about your relationship.
Me
Like,
neither.
that's
It was
gross.
just like
it's just nasty.
that was just not necessary.
And
that
then
was
the
a waste of
gag,
time.
and then I was
Waste of time.
gagging, and I was just like, I can't.
And all of the things that came out about it, I didn't even write them down because they were obviously rigged and made no sense.
Stop.
What?
Someone wrote they have fashion underwear. Thanks, Fashion Nova.
Thanks, Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova underwear for everyone.
They literally are smelling it and they're like, thanks, Fashion Nova.
The producers probably came in and was like, what kind of clothing do you guys need from Fashion Nova? And they were all like, underwear. Underwear. We all have really dirty underwear.
Oh my God. What the hell?
So I just like was watching that, and I was like, is this for like a Tide sponsorship? Like, are we gonna get like
Literally,
I
I would have liked that better if Matthew did his little and Tide Pods. But
Pods.
but like literally, where are the babies? The babies have to be here.
Maybe the
Tonight.
Paramount Plus tonight. It will have the babies or
Wait,
the
there's
food
an-
challenge.
There's an episode tonight on regular.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Oh, you're right. There is a
No,
regular
there's not,
episode.
babes. It's
Oh.
on Sunday.
No,
Okay.
there's an episode tonight.
Yeah, I think there's no.
It's
I swear
Friday.
they said Paramount Plus on the end of the episode today. Unless
There
I
is-
dreamt that.
There's a Laid Bear episode that comes out on Fridays, but there is also an episode that comes
All right,
out
well
on
maybe
Friday
they
night.
squeeze the babies in somewhere and the baby bird food challenge, and we
There's
can just
no
be at peace with
fucking
it. But
way.
honestly, I'm not gonna be at peace with this season no matter what because I'm freaking mad about Josh and
peace.
Shannon, and I'm freaking mad about Cash leaving, and I'm mad that Cinco left, and like I'm just like I'm mad about the whole order of all the people coming
Tonight's
in.
The dates. I forgot. Ugh.
Oh, you're right.
What
it
is
the
going
dates.
on with this season?
What?
I'm mad.
The epic dates happened. So obviously they only shot 2 so far because we only saw those 2. They probably shot them last night, but
Also, I want you guys to know I messaged the producer, like the head guy of the show, and was like, if you need my opinions and my ideas, I am here to share them.
They were like, thanks, babes. We
And
don't.
They were like,
He-
thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, he basically like responded back like crying, laughing emoji, and I just was like, no, but I'm serious. If you would like my help for any kind of ideas, like I got you. He's great, but
It's
Like,
not
frickin'
Paramount
listen
Plus
to me.
tonight. Paramount Plus is on Mondays. Guys, I thought we had
Paramount-
this down.
someone said it's Paramount Plus tonight. Elizabeth is right.
Mm-mm.
Dates are tonight, but
There's a
maybe
laid
the dates
bear.
are on Paramount Plus.
No. There is an episode. It is Friday. Monday. There is no episode. There is a Paramount Plus episode. Tuesday through Sunday. Not including
right,
Saturday.
but I think they went off their schedule.
We're going to
Alright,
talk
whatever,
about couples
whatever.
therapy. Don't worry.
What the another stupid like. You know what?
I'm angry.
I'm angry.
Before we get into that,
I need to take a quick moment to release my anger and just let you guys kindly know about one of our awesome sponsors.
Which one, Liz?
It's HelloFresh.
Oh,
Don't call me Liz.
Lizzie, babe.
During the summer, nobody wants to spend all their time cooking. And with HelloFresh, you can have dinner on the table in just 30 minutes. And HelloFresh's produce gets from the farm to your door in less than a week, which means fresh, high quality ingredients for all of your delicious meals. These are the beef and cheese tostadas tacos. I love tacos. And plus, if you want to fire up your grill this summer, HelloFresh has grilling bundles, burger packs, surf and turf packs, and much more that makes grilling so easy. So just go to HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Every time I say like After the Island 14, like all I want to do is like the wave. Like, you know, when you go to like stadiums and there's like the wave.
Oh.
Like, it's like every time we say 14, it just needs to be like,
Hello, Fresh.
I'm
Yeah.
crying.
have
Someone said I
really-
miss Italian sports Carrington.
Okay, wait. They have. I must say, like, just like not to like gas up HelloFresh more, but like they have really good healthy options.
Yeah, we love.
I know. Except I'm the type of person where I'll like get the 4-person meal and I'll eat 2 of them one night.
I did that the first
We
night.
both
we
did
did
that.
that. And I
We were like,
made-
we ate a lot.
It's like the pasta for 2 people, and I'm like,
Like that.
I
This
ate it all.
portion is for ants.
I was like, for me now and for me in an hour.
no,
Literally.
it's so bad. I made the 4-person with 2 people.
It's so
and
good.
I almost
It's so
emailed.
good.
I almost emailed HelloFresh and was like, "Hey, I know I recommended the 4 people, but I only got sent the 2." And then I realized he was like, "Oh my gosh, I would have been so dumb if I
just
was
is
like,
so
oh hey, by
good.
the way."
It's
But
because
that's
I
good.
have
It's-
problems with portion control.
Exactly, but it's good for portion control, which
Yeah.
is like a huge part of
Yeah.
our
My issue.
environmental our environmental crisis and issues too. Is that like
Yeah.
we over portion control our food,
Yeah.
and it like affects our environment and our pollution and everything. So
Okay.
food for thought.
Yeah. You know, hello, Fresh.
Hello,
Hello.
Fresh. All right, so Interrogating the Islanders. This was,
This was funny.
yeah, I wish they did like the actual lie detector thing that they used to
Same.
do.
I hated this challenge.
It wasn't great, but
It was great, just but I like-
liked it more than the other one.
Here's the thing. I thought there was a really good opportunity here for them to actually like, but as you can tell, I'm the type of person where I'm like, I just want to unpack. Like, tell me your problems. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. Let's get to the root. I thought this would have been a great time. Have you guys? Oh, it was in the giveaway. That game.
Oh.
yes, it is.
Have you guys played it?
Yeah.
What is it
I
called?
played it once. We're not really strangers.
We're not
We're
really
not really
strangers.
strangers.
Where
Yeah,
it's like you just get to know someone on such a deeper level. And I thought it would be something like, they could have brought them in for a sponsorship and they could have played it together or something, like something where you actually get deep.
Yeah,
Instead, they're
that's
just
a really
asking
good
them
idea.
stupid, basic questions and letting
Mhm.
everyone watching the TV be like, true.
Yeah.
I actually think that would have been a really good idea now that
Yeah.
you say, because it will be like, what's the hardest thing you've had to go through in life, or like what is
Yeah.
Yeah,
something that
that's
you
so
wish you
true.
could have like the questions are very
yeah, so it's 3 levels. It's like
Yes.
how you're perceived. So like one of them's like, what fast food restaurant would I go to and why do you think I would go to that one? Or
yeah
what school subject do you think I'd fail?
yeah, or like what stereotype do you think I portray and
Yeah.
why?
And then level 2 goes like a little deeper into like your past, your history,
Yeah.
your experiences, and then level 3 is like takeaways, like what you learned from that, how you grew from situations, etc. And I just like really thought there was an opportunity here for these couples to open up and get deeper, and for us to like see into like why they have these connections.
right.
And I didn't get that.
That's
No, and it
what is
would've-
missing.
and it would have made us all love them more and be able to connect with them, and we don't have that this season. It's what we've been saying.
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
all we hear is where's your head at?
and we want to get to know them. I want to know, what makes them or what makes them tick. Like, I want to know, and
Or,
that's
like,
why I like watching. And that's
it
what The
wasn't
Bachelor
couples
does
therapy.
well.
It was
is
just them asking each other questions. Like, bring in a therapist. Like, be like Dr. Phil, ladies and gents. And, like, roll them
Like
out.
Oprah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even
So-
just have frickin' Ariel
Vandenberg.
Vandenberg. I mean, like, come on. She has so much fucking free time. She walks in
know.
once a week and gets paid the big bucks and gets to live in Hawaii. Like, have her come in and ask these people some good questions.
It would have been a really
I
good
wish
idea.
that they
I wish
utilized
they did
her
that.
more.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like a shock factor
Because
when
they
she
all
comes
want to
in,
open
but-
up. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
they want to open up.
They
Yeah.
do, and I feel like the only time you really get on Love Island to open up is when you're having pillow talk in bed, and the other Islanders aren't hearing all of that too. Like, and
Yeah.
I think people's trauma. I feel like when you're with a group for that long, like you do want to share some things you've been through, and it makes you guys all closer,
Well,
and it can make people relate to you. And you only have to share really what you want to share too.
When you understand the building blocks of a person, which is like, where a person comes from, how they grew up, how they were raised, different traumatic experiences they've had in their life, how they overcame them, etc., then you understand the person they are today so much more. And like, you can notice certain things. Like, for instance, if Will really is snapping at all these people, there might be something that we can unpack as to why he feels so defensive about how people think about him. Like, there could have been a good opportunity there. There could have been an opportunity for Kira to maybe share why she feels like she needs all these outside opinions in her relationship. Like, there's just so much opportunity there.
Yeah.
Opportunity for why Olivia was broken. Like, what was that? Like, we never.
Yeah,
I know.
Like, why was she? What happened?
Yeah.
I know. I agree.
And she
I
doesn't
think-
need to go that deep, but she can be like, this is what I learned from
Or they could
this.
cut it down. They could get the hour response from whoever, the tears, and then they can cut it down to show the things that would have been appropriate. But at least we would have gotten to feel like more of the realness of all of them there, other than just like we keep saying the where's your head at. And Joey, I cannot stop laughing because I'm not gonna say who, but I went this was probably a year and a half ago on a first date with someone, and I brought that game because I was like, oh, I'm gonna come over for like game night, whatever. And it was a first date, and I brought the We're Not Really Strangers, and it was like couples therapy on
it
a
is.
first night of meeting someone. And it's like, did your parents' marriage affect the way that you like grew up as a
Yeah,
person? And
I
I was like,
always-
oh, I'm
I
sorry, I
always
didn't know
tear
that
up.
this game was this deep.
I always tear up. It's just such a great game to know someone, because it's not like you can, but at the same time, if someone doesn't want to dive in, like, they're not going to dive in. I just think it would have been a good opportunity. Like, I just was sad because like I thought, oh, couples therapy. It wasn't therapy. It was just them asking each other like kind of stupid questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what he asked Olivia why she rips ass at night. Like,
That was so
Thank you.
dumb.
I can't.
she's like, I want to
Well,
be like
wrote
she's like, I
down
want
the
to be like
questions.
Elizabeth from season 1. I want to shart like Elizabeth.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, come
She's like,
on.
make me more relatable, make me short like Elizabeth.
I did not. I can't even say that word, but no, that's not what
You
happened.
said that yesterday.
I said I crop dusted it.
Oh.
I know.
When
We
pooped
just
my
we
pants.
Sharding?
Exaggerator over here.
which is
I'm
funnier.
just trying
Have
to
an
use, I'm just
exaggerator.
trying to use
It's just
a
funnier.
vibrant vocabulary.
I can't. So the interrogation, basically, I wrote all the questions down. We'll just like go through them quickly. Trina is asking, what are your thoughts about Olivia now that we're in a couple, to Andre? And obviously they get sent home, but he says that they're just friends, and once he gets a no from someone, he moves on. And everyone held up lies. I don't know. That one really didn't. I just whatever. Jeremy asked about Bailey's favorite things about him. I'm like, come on, guys. We
They were
can't think
dumb.
of anything better.
They were
She said
dumb.
he's goofy and he puts other people before himself, and everyone said true. Will, Kira, you look super innocent. This was a little weird. Kira, you look super innocent. Why? What people don't know is that you have a sexual appetite that is super big. How many times a day do you like to have sex?
I thought that was interesting.
It's just weird because all the other questions were so not that
I don't like the questions they picked at all. I thought it was like, I was so excited for it to be like, ooh, this can be good.
I'm
And then it was
curious
like,
if the producers
dumb.
pulled these, because she said that in her opening interview.
she did. It was just weird.
She said one or two. Trina called her out and said lies. She's sexual. She likes to have sex. Olivia, Corey, why do you always fart on me in your sleep? Corey said that to Olivia, and I just wrote LMAO.
I'm like, wait, you guys just kiss or something? Like, why?
I don't understand. And then I actually cried when they were in the beach hut, and she was like, don't listen to him. He actually needs self-therapy. He needs better help.
I'm like literally about to throw this pillow across the room.
Don't.
I'm just so mad. I'm just, I don't. I'm angry. This is not what I wanted for this season.
I just am curious if the producers picked these questions.
No.
I don't know. They were getting texts, though.
Do you think the producer was like, ask her about her farts?
Yeah.
Her toots?
No, I think he probably got a real question and he changed it.
He probably did change it, and like whatever. Maybe there was a funny one in there. Like
I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
that
that was the
mad
only
about
one
that
I actually
question.
laughed
Yeah,
at.
exactly. That was the only one I actually like found funny. All the other ones were so dry.
I didn't want to find them funny.
Also,
I wanted to find them like opening.
I like
Also,
the
I
Atlanta
have to
ones
say
with
it.
Charlie.
Say it.
I think Charlie is so boring to watch.
Ugh.
And maybe he's great outside, but he is
He
like
is like watching
Paint dry.
a cactus slowly
and
pass from
Atlanta.
dehydration.
And Atlanta
Yes.
is awesome and so bright and gives so much and has so much like radiating offer that I'm just like, no. I'm
I
like,
know.
no. I am like gonna send Atlanta a PowerPoint of people I have picked out for
Oh,
her.
you know what? I
instead.
have
I
She
think
leaves.
Atlanta is out.
Yeah,
the
she's
minute
out,
she gets-
but
I have a bone to pick
yeah, do it. Pick it.
with Corey's little blonde mustache. I love
Ew.
him. I think he's such a
oh,
handsome
I
man.
thought you were gonna say no.
Oh no, I love him. I think he's such a handsome man. But I think that little blonde stash, it's got to go.
Oh, I thought you were saying you liked it,
No.
and I was like shocked.
No, I love him. I think he's great. I think he's so handsome, and I'm just like, is that a little blonde stash?
Charlie's
I didn't even notice when I was watching on my phone, but when I watched on my HDTV, I was like, ew.
He does have he has like blonde hair. It's interesting. At the the tips.
Someone wrote, I wish Atlanta and Jeremy were a couple.
Nah. She's way too confident for him.
I know. She's just too
And not in a
bright
bad way. I think like
great.
she literally would walk all over him.
I don't think she would have matched with anyone on this season. I don't just like looking back. Like
Someone said
maybe
Charlie is.
Wes at one point, but
Someone said Charlie is like making sure your pet rock doesn't escape the leash.
Shut the fuck up. Wait. Yeah, I can't even say what I was gonna say. It was just
All right.
weird.
So Alana and Charlie go up, and Alana asks, what do you think I offer in the relationship that Cash doesn't? And everyone's like, oh, that's a good question. And he said that she puts him in his place and she takes control of the situation. Like you just explained Cash.
I was like, did Cash not do that every single time she talked to you, and you would just like walk away or like dismiss everything? Even Trina pointed that out. Trina was like,
Yeah. Called
Trina
him
was
out.
like, that's
They're
what
like,
Cash did.
Lies.
So does he know that everybody did that?
we need a lies paddle and a truth paddle.
Yeah.
Should we make a live and truth paddle?
Wait,
And
are we gonna do?
Yeah, Joey
Questions
asks
about
us
Alex and I?
questions.
Yeah, but we gotta. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
let's
let's
get through the
breeze
rest of the
through this.
episode
Breeze through
because
the rest
So-
of this.
we can't be on for 6 hours like
The-
yesterday.
I know.
You guys just going off on
It's
tangents.
not much.
Will asks, do you still have reservations about my intentions with Kira? And then Kira
This is a
says
good
that
one.
she has thoughts about commitment, which like I honestly can't decipher it anymore.
Girl,
I
say
can't
I
decipher
have
it.
a damn reservation.
Yeah.
Like reservation for two. Reservation for me, Kira. About you, Will. Like just admit
and
it.
the rest of America.
It's not a bad thing to have reservations. It's something that you guys can work through, but you can't work through it if you don't step up and frickin' say it.
Exactly.
I know.
It's frustrating. So
Okay, the
then,
next one I thought was hilarious.
wait, let's do
Oh.
the Charlie and Alana one.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, that's not the last one.
No, I just said the next one.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, what do you think that we could do better? And she's like, we just need to laugh more and like be lighter about things because he's such a snooze and she's so bright personality, like we were just saying. It was like, why? Okay, and honestly, when they voted most uncompatible, I love Atlanta. I think she should have been in way earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I
she should have
agree.
been OG. This has nothing against her.
Same with Bailey.
But they should have gone home. Same with Bailey.
I mean, I feel like I
Both of
wish
them
they would have
should
been.
have
I don't know. I just did not. Wait.
I think that both of
What?
them should have gone in when Amy went in.
I just thought I wasn't the biggest fan of the Casa Amor lineup.
I just think
Some of them I did
It's
love. I
always
did love
rough.
Leslie.
it's always like interesting, and they're set up so poorly.
I didn't
but
I didn't dislike anyone. I just feel like not a lot of them got like a fighting chance.
No,
No,
they
it
never
was-
do.
it-
As
They
if they
never
came
do.
in
They
at
need to
the time.
restructure it
yeah.
in a way that like
exactly.
because I guess there's not as many willing men to go on this show as there are women that are at the same tier as the women.
I think they should bring back some ex-Islanders for the next season.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
AKA, I just think it'd be cool to be like, you two roll up into the villa. Then it's just the Joey show. Me and Kyle can take over the show if you guys go back on.
I'm
Not
crying.
There
Joey
she is.
stealing
There she
our
is.
show.
That's
Hey.
hilarious. All right. So then Olivia asks Corey, do you see us working outside the villa? He says yes. We already kind of got that feel.
Yeah.
I've talked about it a few times.
Do you guys see them working outside the villa?
Yeah, for a little. I think.
For a
Sorry.
sec.
Like, no, I do think they'll work
maybe for a
out for a
minute.
while, but honestly, it's very hard because your relationship in the villa is so different than real life. Like, and people don't understand that. People get so mad and they're like, no one ends up staying together from Love Island. Like, I'm not watching this show. Like, people go crazy being like, this is terrible because the couples don't stay together and whatever. The show is not structured in a way like when you're so secluded from reality is like having all those factors is what makes a relationship. So it's like
I think
obviously it's gonna be really
some
hard.
stuff is gonna blow up when they get out of the villa.
Yeah,
I think
this
so
is gonna
too.
get
I
really
think there's
messy.
a lot of drama going
It's
on.
gonna be the most messy
based on
post-villa.
just watching the chat. When I even brought up Olivia earlier, I was like, whoa. I just feel like it's gonna be tough for her. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know, where people are getting information, etc. But like, I feel like it might be tough for them.
Yeah.
It is. It's going to be very tough.
I'm
Reg-
curious to watch it all unfold. Not
Yeah.
in like
I
an evil
think-
way. I mean, like
No, I'm like kind of afraid. Like I'm already like
Yeah.
feeling for them because I knew how hard it was for us. That like
Mhm.
this is gonna be very difficult and much more difficult. Like all the different pressures you have, plus the outside of like your friends, your family, adjusting back, like adding in things like work and everyday lifestyle and just like how you live and how your values and everything. Like a lot of it doesn't show as much in the villa because you're in this like false reality world that
There's got to
It
be a
makes
way they
sense
can
they all
build
break
that.
up.
There's got to be a way they can build that into the show, and that's, I think, like also, what was I gonna say? I think like the therapy thing. I think it would have really helped them prepare for after the show.
yeah.
But I wonder. People are saying that Love Island needs a restructure a little bit.
yeah, I
does.
totally
What do you say?
agree.
It
I think it
does.
does. I think it needs to be made into its own instead of trying to go off the UK one because clearly it's not working. The UK has like very successful couples. There's marriages, there's babies, like Love
Yeah.
Island
So does
marriages,
The
Love Island
Bachelor.
babies.
So what are we doing wrong? Like, is it per se something we're doing?
I could write a
wrong?
whole list of what's wrong. What's wrong? One, some of the casting. Some people have not been right for this, aka maybe too young, not in a point in their life where they could
Yeah,
find
I agree
something
with that.
serious.
We don't need 20-year-olds on the
But
show.
Yeah.
the thing is with young people,
There's more
that's how they
drama.
get the drama. So it does
Sure. But I would fight that you would get drama if you had people that were there committed for relationships. You're going to find more relationships. You're going to find more issues because people are going to care more. They're going to care more about getting their heart broken, and the drama might come through that way. And then also, I do think that the love outweighs the drama. I think people would rather see people fall in love than they would rather see drama.
People always want to see a villain, but in the end, they want the hero to win. That's just like
Right.
that's how traditional stories are structured, and that's what they want for their reality TV too. So it's like they need to throw in like a villain or two. I mean, look at The Bachelor. Like
Sure.
remember Corinne on Nick's
Yeah.
season? I haven't watched in
How
quite
could
a
I
moment.
forget?
Like the villain of all villains, but in the end, people don't want Corinne to win. They want her to
No.
get damn
No.
close to winning. They want her to stir the frickin' pot,
Right.
Yeah.
but then they want someone else to win.
But I think if you can nail the like love portion of the show, then the villain's drama stuff will come after. I think you don't need to force the drama,
Yeah.
force the villain stuff. I think that will come naturally if feelings are high stakes because they care so much.
Well, I
Yeah,
wish
they need to start caring
I
more.
feel like the games need to be less like trying to stir
Cheesy.
the pot and cheesy, and more like what we were talking about earlier, like
Romantic.
a little more romantic or things that go deep, where like they can be fun games, but you can mix the two.
right.
Just a thought.
So that's part of the structure. And then the other structure is just the order of they're sending people in because people just get way too close too quickly.
Yeah.
And then they put all the like open available people at the beginning. And then you're putting in all these people that are like, we're here to meet people too. And they're like all already closed off. So then how fun is that to watch? It's not.
They also need to establish fan favorites and not put them in as OGs.
Yeah.
Because it's so clear, at least to me, that whoever is picked going in as an OG is going to be a
I
fan
thought they did.
favorite.
And
I
getting
thought
the
they
good
did an
edit.
okay job this year spreading them out, but I wish they would have put.
They
I wish they
did.
would have
They did not at
separated.
all.
I wish they would have separated Bailey and Alana because they're both great. They're
Yeah.
both fabulous,
Yeah.
and Ellie. And they would have, instead of having them all come in at once, they would have had them come out kind of like throughout the season because all of them are great. Like,
Yeah.
I really love them. And as
Well,
OGs,
now
Strong-
two of them are in the
strong women,
finals.
funny
Yeah.
women, laid
Yeah.
back, not villains. So like I feel like they would have all been able to hold their own if they would have come in.
I think
As
either three of
earlier
them
on.
should have come in where Amy came in and that Amy should have came in later on.
Amy, oh my god.
I know. I miss
Forgot.
Amy.
She's like just like stirring the pot all over Hawaii. I
We
love
love
her.
Yeah.
we love Amy.
I
But
love
that's my
her.
point. I think she would have been a good pot stirrer later in the season rather than the first girl entering right
Yeah.
after the OGs.
She's not like
I
a
think
purposeful
that,
pot stirrer.
Yeah,
She just
I don't
tells it
think.
like
No,
it
I
is.
think
she's
she's
not.
just being
She's not at all.
honest.
She's
Like,
just
because she
straight
doesn't
up.
give a shit
Head-turner.
about
Yeah.
anyone else. Like, she doesn't give a shit about anyone else's relationship besides hers.
Yeah.
But she'll call out bullshit when she sees it, which
Yeah.
I respect. But let's fast forward to Trina and Andre getting the boot. Unfortunately,
Aw.
I was really rooting for them to be in the finals. I thought they were going to be in the finals.
It did make. I totally get why everyone.
I
hated them, though.
literally
I
was
could-
just
Who else is less compatible than them?
Okay,
out of
right?
those?
Charlie and Alana.
yeah.
No,
They're
but
not
no, but here's the thing.
compatible.
I don't think they're less compatible. I think there's
yeah, they
more
were
there.
really going
as
at
a
it in a
relationship
very
basis.
concrete way. Like they weren't going
It's
anywhere
like,
else
oh,
besides who has the most
Yeah,
chemistry.
they were
and who
working. They
doesn't.
were working towards a relationship. Like that's why he left Cash because he wanted to pursue Atlanta. Like there was something
Yeah.
there where like there was a like a love basis, whereas Andre and Trina were just like thrown together, like picked, like they were the ones
Yeah.
in the class that had to pick their partners last, and like
I do
so I
feel
get
like
why they made those choices, and I hope Trina didn't take it personally from anyone.
I don't think
No.
she did. I
No,
think
I don't
it-
think she
I
did
think
at
she was
all.
ready. I think
I
she
think
knew
she-
she was going.
yeah.
I think
And I also don't think she knew that like her possibly winning was on the table either.
no, I'm sure she came out and was like, "Wait, what is going on? Like what?" But she walked out like a boss ass bitch.
She also at the beginning of the show, like I didn't love her, and then she has just really grown on me. I absolutely love her. I think she's such a good rock in the villa.
Mm-hmm.
Who again? Sorry.
Trina.
Oh yeah, she's great. But like for me, the Alana and Charlie, I feel like although there was initial spark with them.
Stroke.
Whoa. I think that she's bored of him. I think that is not even going to be a thing
Ooh.
leaving. And like to me, like I get they are at least somewhat interested in each other. I see zero compatibility.
Yeah.
So it feels like the challenge came and it was like
Say Kimchi
that
said.
it was like here. So
Say-
it's gonna be Trina and Andre.
Say Kimchi said Andre's answer and couples therapy added to their decision. I completely
agree. I think they like really put the nail in the coffin right there. So I'm really freaking sad that they're home and not getting a chance because I low-key loved both of them.
But it
like,
makes me sad because I think Trina really wanted to find love, and that's why I think she was looking for it with Andre.
I
She's like, wait, I
agree.
could see, because when you're just sitting there all day, you start to like, when you really think about it, you start to be like, wait, maybe there could be something there, and then all of a sudden, like, you start to believe it yourself, and I think it just wasn't for them, and like I know she'll find someone bomb, but like. It just wasn't there for them. I think
No.
more so than Alana and Charlie.
I think Trina would have done much better on a different season.
Yeah.
Like season 2.
yeah. She just needed more mature guys that were
Yeah.
like ready for what she wants.
Yeah. Like a
Um,
Bachelor.
So we're gonna be talking to Trina today, Andre Monday, and I think we're gonna play a little game.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Aw.
Do you guys want to get your whiteboards?
Oh, we have our whiteboard.
Okay, so
Justice for Andre and Trina, though.
literally, I do love them both. He's
I
so
love
handsome and
them.
sweet, and she's just beautiful,
I love them.
inside and out. Oh, I just love them. I want them to. I hope they're in LA after.
hope
Oh,
they, like,
Kira and
secretly
Will will
fall
probably be
in love.
in LA after because
That's
they,
true.
Ooh.
You're from here.
A one-on-one interactive meeting might be nice.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna be like,
would.
Joey
I
will
don't
be
even
the
know. I'm gonna be like,
moderator. Andy Cohen.
no, it's like I think everyone thinks I would really push, but like the second I get in front of like Will or any of them,
Because
I'm gonna be like,
it's like nerve
hi, you're
wracking.
hot.
It is. It's nerve wracking.
I'm gonna be smitten.
And I'm
the house. I'm
excited.
gonna be so smitten. In
I get
front of them.
excited even though like I talked shit on you by accident.
I'm gonna be like, Jeremy,
Okay.
I said you're hot. I need to tell you this.
I'm full of 100%.
Okay, so here's how we're doing this
telling
game.
Jeremy he's hot.
You guys are gonna ask me questions about our two lovely hosts here. Elizabeth's face.
I thought you meant us. I was like, I have no questions prepared. Oh.
You guys are
Okay,
gonna ask me questions
fans.
about our lovely hosts. Who, not who'd you rather, but like who is more, or who. Ask me questions about them, and I'm gonna tell you my honest answer, and they're gonna guess who they think is more. So like along the lines of who's more likely to be late, who's more likely to give a smaller tip at a restaurant, things like that. So
Okay.
we're gonna let the chat catch up a little, and then you guys.
I
can
think you should come
ask
up with some too, because you know us.
me.
You can
Okay.
start it off.
I don't know if I should start.
No,
it off.
start it
You should
off.
start it off.
Do it.
Okay. I really don't want to start it off.
Do it.
Who's always late? Okay, well, this is easy. You guys both write it down. Cover your answers. Or don't. Elizabeth.
Okay, but I'm not like late. I am.
She's
Alex
late.
gets at
You're
9.
certainly not
Alex
early.
gets here at 9 every day, and I get here at like 9:15, 9:20 every day, and then we go live at 9:30.
She's
So
late.
like, it's not like I walk in here at 9:35 and throw my purse.
Just
in
9:28,
the
but it's
corner.
fine.
Okay,
Today
wait.
I was late, and yesterday
Okay,
I was
wait.
late, but
Who
I'm having
is-
a bad week.
Who is more organized in general, not just this week? Who is more organized when it comes to the podcast?
Oh.
Oh.
Both of them erased. Right. Okay. I agree, Alex.
But
for
in
sure.
general, I am.
Yeah.
In general.
In general
It's,
life.
it's our girl Lizzie.
Elizabeth.
Okay, wait, I haven't. Wait, I saw a funny one. Who is more likely to fart and blame it on someone else? Based on our answers, I'm gonna personally say, based on what I've heard this week, is our resident crop duster, Elizabeth.
Resident.
Who would say they're on their way when they're still doing their makeup?
Oh, why did I even erase it?
Baby, that's Elizabeth.
No way.
100%.
Well, I'm still doing my makeup.
100%.
I barely even put makeup on.
You call me and FaceTime me and you're like, I'm supposed to be at a casting right now, but I'm physically putting on my makeup, haven't even gotten in the car, I'm 30 minutes away.
Who
So
who is pettier? Write it down, but don't show it until I can share what I.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say. I don't.
You can explain for
I feel like the only thing is like I know more about Elizabeth's relationships, so I know how she works in a relationship and how she thinks in a relationship, whereas I don't know as much about Alex's. So I'm so sorry.
You think I'm petty?
No, I don't think you're petty. I think you're the pettier one based on like based on this.
Oh my God.
We'll talk about it after the
Okay.
show.
Who'd you put?
Alex.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh. No, you're not petty.
Elizabeth.
Oh, we are both. Oh, I would have wrote both.
I mean, who
Yeah,
doesn't-
both.
I would have wrote both.
Both.
People just out of the
Yeah.
blue. Poor Winston. What?
Because she
That's-
farted on him.
That's who I cropped us to.
Oh. Who's more likely to date a player? Based on your guys' type, I'm going to actually say Alex on this one. Because you're like,
Yeah.
you like an athlete, whereas I
Yep.
know Elizabeth's type is more like modelly.
Yeah.
Wait, which are both the
No.
players. No. Pretty boys. Pretty skinny
Pretty
boys.
I don't like
Pretty
model.
boys. Pretty boys.
I do not like model.
Who
boys.
is the bigger flirt? I don't know. Kyle, who do you
I feel like
think?
you haven't seen us in action.
Come on in here, girl. I see your legs. Kyle, come in here. Who have you not been listening to our show? Who's the bigger flirt, do you think? No. These two.
Oh.
I think this is a tough one. Petty, I said Elizabeth, which I'm so sorry. I don't think you're petty. Hey, girl, come on in. Tell the mic.
I feel like it's got to be Alex. She said that she so outed herself.
I think it's Elizabeth
I said
I
Elizabeth.
would both me.
because I think Alex is more like woo. And
Yeah.
then Elizabeth's more like hi.
She's like,
She's like,
I
hi.
She outed herself as a teenage pick-me girl.
yeah, that's true. That is true. Recovering pick me girl.
Okay, let's do a few more.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I have one that's
Oh,
funny.
who's more likely to get pregnant? I'm
No.
not answering.
Pregnant?
Who's
who's
more
more
likely to go somewhere?
I was gonna ask
Got
that one.
pregnant.
Write it down, both of you. Who's more likely to ghost? I think I know this, and I can confidently say that. Oh.
What?
Oh, really? You're a ghoster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that me?
That's
Yeah,
sad. Don't
too.
ghost people.
I just like meet them when I'm drunk, give them my number, and then like
Oh,
I
yeah,
wake
yeah,
up and
yeah.
I'm like,
But
I
you're not gonna talk
literally
to someone.
can't.
You're not gonna talk to someone for a month and then just vanish.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Someone said Joey's the bigger flirt. Hi,
I'm crying.
I am.
I'm crying.
Who's more likely to drunk dial an ex? Ooh, I think.
Don't show yours yet.
Okay, but based on like, I feel like Alex is a little bit wilder of a drunk, so I'm gonna say it's Alex.
I said
Oh, they were
Elizabeth.
both like, no, not me.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Who's more likely to key their ex's car?
I'm like,
Bust the
yeah,
windows
me.
out your car.
Me.
Yeah,
I would go. I would
Alex,
drive there to do it, and then I would.
150.
pussy
I feel
out.
like you have a just like a splash of crazy, but you both do.
Oh, 100%.
I put both of us in hearts.
Yeah. I mean, like we're both insane, so
Yeah. We both lose it a little.
Who's more likely to start cooking food and forget about it? 100% Elizabeth.
wait, I
just
can't even
did
like. I don't
this.
even need to
I
write that.
just did this. I made hockey pucks. Mini pizzas for hockey
Who's
pucks.
more? I love that some people are just still like, can we stop the lies? The only friendship couple are Will and Kier. Like,
Oh my
like, where are you
god!
thinking
It's
of this?
probably
How are
this
you
one
thinking about this
person
right
that
now?
we
But like, I
watch.
love it. No, he's just like shit. He's unpacking his thoughts on Kira and Will in the middle of this game.
We have.
Who's
yeah,
better at driving in LA?
we have this discussion every day. Who do you think? Oh,
I definitely think Alex on this one.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm really
I
bad
love
at
it.
Elizabeth is truly the worst driver.
I'm so bad. I'm like, oh my god, there goes the stop sign.
Okay, two more.
I need to go
Okay.
back
Or
to
three
driving
more.
school.
Three more. Who's
not
more
on
likely to
purpose.
fight someone in public?
Ooh. Okay.
Like fist fight.
Like punch them in the
No,
face.
I feel like that's interpretation. Like you yell at them, scream at them, curse them out, hit them, whatever you do. I feel like Alex is not afraid to speak her mind at a bar. If a
put
guy is like,
I'm not, but I've never gotten in a physical
but like,
altercation.
no,
with
not a
someone.
physical, but like if a guy is like like being rude to your friend at a bar and you've had like half of a drink.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
if you've sniffed alcohol,
He's a
you're like,
goner. He's a goner.
he's done so.
I said goodbye,
Who-
sir.
Who is more likely to drunk shop online and forget about the packages when they arrive? Oh, Lizzie girl. Elizabeth,
I think I spelled my name wrong, but
She
yeah.
has a shopping problem.
you guys, I'm not going to ask them these ones about sex. Like, I'm just not.
Why not? What are they?
Who's more likely to have a one night stand? You don't want to answer that. Do you? We can.
I feel like neither of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. We're not really like that. Joey is the answer to
I
that.
yeah,
That is a
Joey.
lie.
Joey.
That's such a lie.
No, I cannot do that. I have to like someone.
Someone said,
before.
remind me to stay away from Elizabeth next time I go to LA.
Why?
Because you're driving.
Stay off the
Oh.
road.
Okay, last one. Last one. Who's more likely to get married first?
This is
Well,
a big downer. 'cause
I
neither
think,
of us
no,
are in
I think Elizabeth because I feel like you
I
are
want it.
you are
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah, but I also feel like I feel like you have more frequent relationships, whereas you
Yeah.
space out your relationships a little
Mhm.
more.
Would be the best like bridezilla too.
Oh,
Oh my god, I
am
like
going to be
refuse
the
to be in your
Kyle said
wedding.
Elizabeth's gonna be a
Bridezilla.
bridezilla.
I refuse to be in your wedding. I will come as a patron and that's it.
I'll do a podcast recap of your wedding.
No, it's gonna be so bad.
I will be filming Elizabeth at all times.
Someone
I'm
said
just-
biggest Karen. Neither of these girls are Karens.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not a Karen, but I definitely will be a bridezilla because I just know how I like things, and I will want them to go the way that I want. And like, if I know there's like wedding planners that are involved and stuff, and if brings me something that I don't like, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't like that. That's
The
ugly.
Sue is gonna come out. The Sue is coming out.
So what? We're recapping Monday, the finale, yeah?
Yeah.
Finale day, you never know who might show up.
You never know. Well, we'll be here Tuesday because oh wait, no, it is Sunday. Shit.
Who's gonna
It went
show
by
up?
so fast. Can we give our takes on like the final couples? Let's write down who we think is gonna take the cake.
Yeah, let's do that, and then
In the order.
and then we gotta wrap
Yeah.
the show.
What time's the
Time's
interview?
Trina.
Kyle. What?
Not today. Okay, we're not talking to Trina today. We're talking to her Monday.
Trina said I don't want to talk to those bitches.
Got it. Okay.
Oh.
We will be talking to her on Monday. So we will have way more interviews for you as well. We're trying to get Matthew Hoffman. His schedule is beyond insane right now, but we will get all. his
Also,
thoughts.
I think the girls, I don't know if they've said this yet, but I think the show will go on past Love Island.
the show will go on.
Oh, if you guys have
Minimum
thoughts on what you want them to recap, let us know.
Yeah.
What you want them to recap next, how you
Someone
want the
said
show to
don't bother
continue.
with Fuckboy Island. I'm curious why.
Really? Why?
Maybe we need to avoid shows on islands.
Yeah.
Maybe we need like the Real Housewives
the
of Beverly
island.
Hills.
After the island does
After
work
the
with
island.
that.
Do you guys watch Real Housewives?
No.
I do. I love Beverly
Oh,
Hills.
girl.
So good.
But I could start.
Beverly Hills
I
is
forget
next
who's
level
on
with
the
Kathy
show.
Hilton. Unbelievable.
I'm forgetting who's on the show.
Oh.
Will Akira. Okay.
Fuck, I don't know. Shit.
But I do want to watch
Okay, I
FBoy
have who I
Island, so
have.
maybe we should do that.
Okay, I'm literally at the like beginning, so.
Okay, y'all, write down, and then we gotta.
Bachelor in Paradise starts Monday.
Ugh.
It's supposed to be good.
Maybe FBoy Island. I feel like it's new. We
I
need to,
don't
like-
know
liked
anyone
it.
on The Bachelor.
I
That's
watched
the,
the
thing.
first 3 episodes of F-Boy Island. It was cracking up, and I
Yeah.
honestly don't.
Maybe
really
rather
like
than do it
reality
every
dating
day, we
shows.
like compile about. You guys can like watch a bunch of episodes and do a few different reality shows.
And I like can't believe I'm saying I don't like reality dating shows.
I know. I
like,
literally hate reality TV.
like I can't believe I did it myself.
Okay, ladies, who do you guys
but
think are
I
gonna
am
win?
not done.
I have mine. I'll let them see it before Alex can see.
Yeah, Olivia and Court. Oh my god, I burped.
Who's the last couple? Oh my god, I forgot he was in the finals.
No,
How did this man make it into the finals? I must know.
I truly think Olivia and Corey are gonna win.
I
Let
have
me see what you have.
I have Bailey and Jeremy as number 1.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
No.
I really
No.
feel like it's gonna happen.
Just a shock for the numbers, maybe like CBS
Shock
might
value.
Swing vote
They
it.
said they took Mallory's
Just to
line.
make
Let's shock the
E
nation.
News.
Shock the nation. I don't know. Like, I saw a poll on Twitter last night, and there were only 900 votes. But I did see on the Love Island app, there's not that many like people hearting stuff. So 900 isn't a crazy number to go off of. I know there's obviously going to be a lot more because there's 2 days of voting.
Oh,
But
there is 2 days of it.
we vote tonight as well.
Oh, because I was gonna say, well, what if I want to change my mind? I voted last night.
You can vote tonight too.
Oh,
So I
okay.
did the poll and I clicked Bailey and Jeremy because I was just curious. They were winning by a landslide.
Oh wow.
Like, so then I have Olivia, Corey, 3rd, Will and Kira, 4th, Charlie and Alana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also want to tell you guys, if you guys want to catch up on any of the Paramount Plus episodes, we have a promo code for you.
What the F? I just paid full price for that bitch.
You did. I don't know if this takes away commercials though. That's the only thing.
Oh.
I know a lot of people have
Still
asked
worth
about
worth it AF.
how to do it. I think you go, because I already have an account, so I wasn't able to like figure it fully out, but I'm pretty sure you just go on, make a login. I think you do have to put your credit card information in, so just set a reminder in your phone to like cancel it. But the promo code is just Love Island, no spaces, all caps, and you can watch all of the Paramount Plus episodes, see stuff that you missed maybe if you haven't watched them. Go check it out before the finale. It's always fun to get a little bit of a perspective from the other side. And Matthew Hoffman is hilarious in the Laid Bear episodes.
Yes.
So check that out.
Thank you so much
was
for
there any
watching
other
today. We just want to thank. Yeah, we shipped out the giveaways.
Giveaways
so I'll
are
message
out.
them and
Yeah.
give them their tracking numbers.
Send us
Perfect.
pics with your
Um,
treats. We want to see.
What?
Says send us pics with your treats. We want to
Oh
see.
yeah,
if you
post like a
won.
little story if you're one of
yeah.
the winners and you get your box. 'cause
Leslie
I made them
interview
look
will be up
cute.
today.
Oh yeah, Leslie's you definitely want to check out. She spilled
Yes.
some tea.
She came into the
She came
studio.
into
It's
this-
great.
Yeah, it's great.
Sounds great.
But once again,
And
we
she's
want to thank
awesome.
our sponsors, HelloFresh, BetterHelp, and Nutrafol for their support of their show. Check them out. Use our codes. You can find them all in the details in the notes below. Thanks again to Forever Dog Podcast Network and Slash for letting us use your studio and working with us. And Avi, big thank you to Joey.
We love you so much.
Slash. I love you guys. It's been fun.
Yes, we love you. And you can
We're
follow
started
You
us
are now
Dropping.
part of this.
on
Thank you.
Instagram too.
Yes. Follow us on Instagram, After the Island, at After the Island, at Alex Stewart 11, at eWebs with 2 Z's, at Joey.
Puccino. Pucino.
We'll tag him on our Instagram so you can find him. But yeah, I can't believe our Instagram hit 70,000
Yeah, it's insane,
followers.
actually.
Like
It's
that's
like
crazy.
It's insane.
What an awesome community.
Like, I don't even
all
have
of
that
you.
much engagement on my own Instagram.
I know, we're like not our After the Island account getting way more love than us, but it's fine. We love
It's
it.
fine. We love it. We love
Leslie
to
looked
see
like
it.
a mermaid on your Insta yesterday, someone said.
Who looked at
Who did?
Leslie, she is. She is.
Oh, yeah.
She's a
She
mermaid.
just
Literally
got her
mermaid.
hair done. It's blue and it's so cute.
Yeah.
She looked
Gorge.
so cute. She's literally
She was
so small.
mesmerizing us while
Someone-
she was here.
Someone's
She's
like, wrap it up. They're like,
"Khaleesi."
bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
yeah, they're like, okay, so anyway, like, gotta get on with my day.
Friday.